let's get into my night two predictions of WrestleMania. First, we have Randy Orton versus a mystery opponent. With this one, I'm 50-50, and I think I'm okay to be 50-50 because there isn't a solidified someone else. Um, I think if it's anybody on the current roster, Randy wins. If it is a returning superstar, I got the returning superstar, being Rusev, Malachi Black, Uncle Howdy. Uh, I hope it's not Goldberg. I'd rather it be Rusev or Uncle Howdy. Really bad. I don't want it to be Goldberg. Anybody but Goldberg. I'll take Solo over Goldberg. I don't want to see Goldberg. Don't care to see Goldberg. Don't care to see Goldberg go over and win. I don't. But if it's a returning superstar, whether it be from injury or returning back to the company, I have them. If it's anybody from the current roster, I have Randy Orton. All right, now let's get into the official matches that have been announced. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, the phenomenal one, versus the humble guy. That's what his new intro song just say over and over again. I'm humble. I'm humble. Logan Paul is a solid heel. I think Paul is great in the ring. He has taken to the business like a fish does to water, as they say. He's coming to the business and is taking it serious. And as a wrestling fan, I can appreciate that. I'm not one of the ones that's like, no, leave. We don't want you here. If you're gonna come to the business, respect it, honor it, and actually give us passion. Give us that you care. Because we can tell when you don't. We can tell when it's just a check most of the time. But with that being said, I have AJ Styles, man. Whether this is his last Mania or not, I got AJ. I'm not going against AJ. And like Karrion Cross said, man, you gotta win. You gotta win for all of us. You gotta win for all the ones that do this full time. So I got AJ Styles with the win. I think they're gonna have a banger. This might end up being match of the night for night one. I mean night two. But I think that also the storyline to this hasn't been great. It's kind of just been thrown together. I thought they were going to do AJ Styles versus Braun Breaker, but they went in a different direction. But still, when you just look at AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, and you know what both of them can do, as a wrestling fan, it gives you a good feeling. But I have the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. All right, let's move on to the next match, Sin City Street Fight. We have Timu, bisexual Undertaker, versus the Scottish Warrior, the Scottish Klepto, Drew McIntyre. I'm calling him a klepto because he stole CM Punk's uh, bracelet, and then he stole Drew McIntyre's necklace. He just a klepto, sticky fingers. With that being said, I have Drew McIntyre. He needs this win. He deserves this win. He had the best. Him and Roman Reigns had the best. Honestly, he probably had even better character work than Roman Reigns last year, considering that we saw him consistently and he was consistently doing it. You know, but I got Drew. I think he earns it. I think he earned it. I think he deserves it. And we have to keep Drew strong. I think you can have Damian look strong in the match, but overall, Drew McIntyre does need this win. I need this match to be all over. I don't want this match to be in the ring at all if it doesn't have to be. I want them to fight on the Vegas Strip. I want them to fight at a burlesque show. I want them to fight on top of the fake Egyptian tower that they got in Vegas. I want them to fight in a casino. I want them to literally fight in the street, man. Make it cinematic. I'm here for it. And I want to see some color in this match. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? I hope we see a little bit of color. But this is one of the matches that, when it comes to a street fight, you need that element on Mania. You need that gritty. You need that brawl match. And this is going to give us that. But I have Drew McIntyre going over. Now, let's get into the fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker will be defending his title against Penta, Cero Miedo versus Dirty Dom versus the aforementioned Demon Finn Balor. Even though he's not Demon, the once named Demon Finn Balor. I had to give him a moniker because everybody else had one. But this one is tricky. But I do think Braun Breaker will leave Mania without his belt. but I think they're going to put him into the main event picture, possibly winning King of the Ring and main eventing SummerSlam or night one of SummerSlam, however they do it, because it's 2 nights now. I got, hot take or hot pick. I got Dom, man. I got Dom pinning Finn Balor, maybe even getting like speared and like just late and then falls up. Excuse me, man. I'm excited. So excited. But I think something will happen where Dom accidentally falls on Finn and gets the win, or something to that effect, which will cause more dissension and more tension between Dom and Finn Balor, which will eventually probably evolve to Finn Balor getting kicked out or leaving the Judgment Day. Whether he turn face or not, we'll see how that one goes. But I have Dirty Dom winning his first title on the main roster. Then we have another match that's a little thrown together. Um, we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending their world tag team titles, women's tag team titles, against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, this would be their second match as tag team, so I don't have them winning. I have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez winning, going over. I think we will get a Bayley heel turn either during the match or after the match to set up a program with Lyra and Bayley, because we need to make these women's mid cards mean something, because they're not on the biggest stage at Mania, which is a shame. The first year of both these belts, and neither one of them are on the main show, the biggest show. How are we supposed to care? How are these supposed to feel important? You know, so, and also the SmackDown Tag Team titles should be defended on Mania. Street Profits have been doing good work all year. Motor City has been in the game a long time. That match serves to be on Mania as well. With that being said, I have Liv and Raquel retaining their tag titles. Now, let's move on to one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most this weekend. We have the Women's World Championship match. We have Io Sky defending her belt against the EST of WWE versus the Eradicator, the Goon Queen herself, Rhea Ripley. I'm excited about this one. This arguably either AJ Styles and Logan Paul or this triple threat, I think will be match of the night when it comes to just spots and wrestling ability. I think this is gonna be a goodie. I think this is gonna be a banger. With that being said, I got the EST winning the belt. I have the EST remaining undefeated. I have the EST turning heel, rather it be that night or that Monday after Mania. Bianca Belair will be once again a champion in WWE. Wouldn't be mad if Io Sky wins. Um, I think she deservedly should be champion. I think she has earned the right to have a significant long title reign with stories and good matches. But I think if you have the chance to build this undefeated streak for Bianca, build it. It doesn't need to be Taker's where it goes 20 years, anything like that. But since it's already here, why not build it up? And then you can have, somebody maybe from NXT, maybe it be Roxanne Perez, or maybe it be down the line, who knows? Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Jada Parker, Jordan Grace, anybody like that. Be the one to beat Bianca after she has 8 to 10 wins. You know what I'm saying? Make it mean something. Bianca losing her streak right now, it wouldn't really mean nothing as much as it would if she had 8, if she was 8-0, 10-0. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't think Rhea Ripley should win this title. I don't think she needs it. If she's going to win the belt, she shouldn't have never lost it on Monday Night Raw. If you're gonna give her the belt right back, you could have just had Rhea go over, have Bianca interfere, and then have Io Sky be in Rhea's position where she just kind of, bullied her way, or more so Rhea cried her way into this match. I don't think Rhea Ripley needs the belt. She's the most over woman in the company. Having the belt isn't going to up her pop. She is the top woman in WWE. She sells the most merch. She gets the biggest pop, and the internet loves her. Rightfully so. I think she gets a lot of flack because it isn't her fault that she is a beautiful woman, but she also can wrestle, man. She got some classics, she got some bangers, and I think this will be another banger. I'm not gonna call it a classic because you don't want to put that in the air. You want it to be what it's gonna be, but I am excited about this match, and I have the EST of WWE going over because you can't spell WrestleMania without ES. Now, let's get to the marquee. Let's get to the match that's been everywhere. Ever since the heel turn of the century, we have the WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes will be defending his belt against John Cena. This is cut and dry. I want to see history. I want to see number 17. I've been watching John Cena my whole life. I want to see him get number 17. He's earned it. He deserves it. And it's about business. 20 years from now, you can promote, because John Cena will always, he's a good PR person. He knows how to keep himself in a good light. You can always promote John Cena as your 17, the most title wins in your company history. It's about business, y'all. Cody can win it back at Backlash. He can win it back at SummerSlam. But on Sunday, April 20th of 2025, we need John Cena holding up that undisputed belt. Cody, you get a lot of flack. A lot of people are like, you haven't been exciting since you finished your story, this, and the third. I think you get a little more hate than you deserve. But I think overall, Cody, your title reign has been decent. I think he could defend the title a little more. But his storyline with Kevin Owens is really good. What he did with Roman Reigns at Bad Blood was good. This build to this match hasn't been as good as it could be to me. I think the heel turn gave it the heat, and then their last promo together, face to face, really gave this match gas. But outside of those two instances, this match hasn't really had the build up that you think it would have. It's really just the names, and Cena being a heel, and Cody being the golden boy of WWE at the moment. But I got Cena, man, number 17. I think what will happen more than likely is Cody's gonna look like Cody's about to win, and then we're gonna hear "If You Smell What the Rock is Cooking," and the Rock's gonna come out. He might even come out with Travis Scott, Little Baby, Lil Wayne. I don't know no rappers from Vegas, but he. But I think ultimately the odds are going to be stacked against Cody, and he will eventually lose in the end of the night. He might even see Paul Heyman. Like I mentioned earlier, we might even see Seth Rollins. We think Seth Rollins is going to come out there, help Cody, and he turn his back on Cody. And he helps Cena with number 17. And the WrestleMania 41 ends with The Rock, Cena, Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman standing there with pyro behind them. Oh, that's cinema. That's cinema. All y'all in there, cinema. That's cinema. John Cena, The Rock, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman standing there. With that being said, that is my night 2 predictions. I have a 50-50, Randy or returning, depending on what happens. I have AJ Styles winning. I have Drew McIntyre winning. I have Dominic Mysterio becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. I have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez retaining their titles. I have Bianca Belair becoming the new Women's World Champion. And I have John Cena winning number 17. I think tonight's going to be a good night. I know there's been a lot of flack, again, about the build up to WrestleMania. And when you think about what happened last year, it was a generational build. You had The Rock, Roman, the story, the 2-year story of Cody trying to get the belt. There's a lot of elements to elevate this. So when you come into the next year, sometimes it's hard to meet those expectations. But this year is not the worst WrestleMania build ever. One, because most people on the internet have not seen every WrestleMania build. We didn't see the build to WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. When you compare it to last year, it isn't as exciting. It isn't as grand as last year felt. But when you look at the card itself, you have the potential for a lot of good to great matches and at least 1 to 2 classics. Is a chance. The stories, I agree with you. Wrestling is about stories, characters, and wrestling. It all encompass each other. So, like I said in the beginning, in my promo, they have to be grand. They have to be WrestleMania because the build has been so. So these matches have to deliver. And sometimes when you really think about it, if the build up is bad but the match is a classic, you don't really remember the build up. It's usually when the storyline is so great and the match doesn't deliver that you remember that. Because last year, if Roman and Cody, if that match wasn't as good as it was, we would be like, oh, they ruined the build. But if the build was trash and we still got what we got with the tag team match and with everything that happened at the end of Cody and Roman with Cena coming out and Rock coming out and Taker coming out, we remember that. We wouldn't even remember if it was a bad build because of everything that happened on those 2 nights main event. So this year, this is the chance for a bunch of great matches to happen because the build hasn't. I'm not making excuses. I think WWE could have done a better job building a lot of these matches. The triple threat for the in night one could have been built a little better. Cena and Cody could have been built a little better. They could have did a better job with the women's tag team picture. They could have did better with the women's mid cards, Lyra Valkyrie and Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green should be on this Mania, man. She's the best character in women's wrestling in WWE. I think Toni Storm is the best women's character in wrestling, period. But Chelsea Green is the best in WWE. You feel me? The Street Profits should be on this card. So there are things that WWE did get wrong with this build. But what they got right was who's against who, because on paper, we got a chance to see banger after banger. Speaking of that, he's not on the card either, but we have a chance to see banger after banger after banger. With that being said, let me know your excitement level for WrestleMania 41. Let me know your thoughts on the video. And ultimately, let me know your predictions, man. Who do you think is going to win? Let me know your bold takes. Let me know your hot takes. Let me know who you love. Let me know who you hate. Ultimately, like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace and love to all. I bid you a adieu.